One of the highlights, though, for me over the weekend, Brittany, was Hillary Clinton. Now, she has been savaged for her Trump derangement syndrome on the world stage. So she was going on at quite a deranged rant about Donald Trump, as she always does, because she's like a wind-up toy. There's nothing better to say. The Clintons have never got anything positive to say. And then in comes the Deputy Prime Minister of the Czech Republic, who shut her down. Have a look at this.
He has betrayed the West. He's betrayed human values. He's betrayed the NATO Charter, the Atlantic Charter, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. A lot of what has been done before to try to make sense of how difficult it is to restrain people who want unaccountable power. And none of us in this room, including all of us on this panel, would choose to live under a regime that was so unaccountable that it could act with impunity the way that Putin does, except that's who Trump is modeling himself after.
Well, first, I think you really don't like him.
You know, that is absolutely true. But I really, not only do I not like him, I don't like him because of what he's doing to the United States and the world. And I think you should take a hard look at it if you think that there is something good that will come out of it.
Well, what I think Trump is doing in America, I think it is reaction for something for some policies that really went too far from the regular people, too far from reality. So, you know, we saw the cancel culture.
Yes.
We saw the woke revolution.
Oh, I mean, he was absolutely on point. He did not miss. And as for Hillary Clinton, well, she didn't expect that, did she?
No, she likes people kissing her butt, and that's what too many people do. Look, I don't know why in the world this washed-up old rag was even sitting on that panel in the first place. She just needs to go away at this point. She has nothing of value to add. You know, this is what happens when you have Trump derangement syndrome to the point where it rots your brain and apparently your face. Look, all she's got is this fantasy that so many on the left in this country are living out, where they almost want to live in 1930s Germany. It's like a fetish. It's extremely disturbing. And so they continue to pretend that Donald Trump is a fascist, that he's an autocrat. The irony of sitting there in Munich and talking about, you know, living under a dictator. We don't have a dictatorship in this country. But, you know, again, it's absolutely correct to say that Donald Trump is a reaction to so many of the far left and woke policies that we saw pushed under Barack Obama, that we saw pushed under Joe Biden. I mean, we had a border crisis that was just, I mean, absolutely unbelievable under Joe Biden. Millions of people pouring into this country that we didn't know where they were coming from. We didn't know if they meant us harm. We had no idea if they were criminals. We were losing track of hundreds of thousands of migrant children that should have been protected. You couple that with, you know, some of the far left LGBTQ propaganda that's being shoved down our kids' throats in our classrooms. We have drag queens stripping for toddlers. I mean, it's absolute madness. And so, yes, what you saw with the tens of millions of people that voted for Donald Trump was simply American people who wanted to return to sanity. We just want normal. And if that sounds fascist to Hillary Clinton, quite frankly, the reason that she's sitting there in Munich running her mouth about Donald Trump now years after 2016 is because he beat her. He wasn't supposed to beat her, and he did. And she's still salty about it.
Yeah.